So today we are going to be comparing fractions, and that can be difficult for elementary school kids and even older kids because when you see that big number on the denominator, sometimes you think, oh, since that's a larger number, that should be the bigger fraction. Or if it's a lesser number, then that should be the lesser fraction, so on and so forth. Well, today I'm going to teach you a little trick or maybe some tool you can use as you are maybe doing homework, or if your teacher is kind enough, you can use on some exams. So this is something that you can use, and it helped me when I was younger. So a very important thing is fraction strips. This is a fraction strip, and as you can tell, this is blank. And this goes from 1 to 12. So this 1 is one strip, obviously. There's no dividing parts. Now, if you go one below, there's 2 parts. So that's going to be 1/2. Here's 1/2, and then here's another 1/2, and that makes one whole. So these 2 parts will make one strip. And if you go down and down and down, you can see that it gets divided up more and more and more to make more parts in order to make that whole, because it's all part to whole. So this is blank, and something that you can do is fill it out on your own. So I'm going to try to fill it out, and I'll be able to, but as a teacher, you want to try to help your students doing so because they will have troubles. So you obviously start with the 1, most important, and then you know these denominators are going to read 2. So let's fill in the denominators. You have 2, and then you move on to 3 because it goes in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and etc., etc. So if you continue to do this and eventually fill it in, you will get this, which is a filled in fraction strip. So let's say you are given a problem and you are comparing, let's compare 3/4 and 7/8. Upon that, a student may think, okay, well the 7/8 is going to be the bigger fraction. Is it? I don't know. We will see. So what I'm going to do on my chart is I'm going to fill in, I'm going to go to the 4 on the denominator, which this is it, and I'm going to fill in 3/4. Here's 3. 1, 2, 3. That is 3/4. Now we're going to find the 8 because I said 7/8. So here's the 8 denominator. We're going to fill in 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 3/4 fraction, and this is the 7/8. Now you can see that the 7/8, although they're close, is a little bit more filled in than the 3/4. I wonder why that is. Actually, that tells us that the 7/8 is the bigger fraction. So we can say that 7/8 is greater than 3/4. Now we can do this for any fraction that goes up until the denominator 12. And if it's greater than that, well then you need to simplify. But that is a different story. So now let's do one more for example. I'm going to do 2/5. So 2/5, we're going to find the 5 as the denominator because we're doing fifths. And we do 1, 2. Here's 2/5. Now let's go do 5/10. Here's the 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trick question. What is 5/10 simplified? 1/2. Haha. So looking at these two, 2/5 and 5/10, which is the greater fraction? 5/10. Y'all are correct. So this is a great tool to use as you are trying to learn fractions and as you're comparing them. I would recommend filling out this chart by yourself and then doing little practice problems on your own because it can be tricky and you want to try to get the hang of it sooner rather than later. And then maybe conference with your teacher and see what you would like to do on her end. Maybe she would like to use this tool if she hasn't already. Teachers, if you're watching this tool would be great to use. Students like seeing this visual representation. It can help them really see, okay, I see that this is greater than this. This makes sense. So yeah, fraction strips are amazing. I highly recommend them. And go compare fractions!